Hello students, in our today's lecture we will discuss about the cardinality of set and its properties and some examples. Okay, let us see the meaning of cardinality or cardinal number. Meaning of this cardinal number is nothing but the number of elements in a set. Okay, so this cardinality has a simple meaning. It means the number of elements of a set. For information, we know that there are different meanings of this word cardinal. There is cardinal bird also, and cardinal has another meaning. It's a person who is head of Catholic Church. After Pope, this cardinal is there, and he is the main or head of the Catholic Church. So these are different meanings of this word cardinal. There is one cardinal bird and cardinal as a person. Here we are considering the meaning of this cardinal number as it's a whole number. Number of elements means it gives us, it's a whole number which gives us the number of elements in that particular set. Okay, let us see the presentation of this cardinal number. If suppose a set A is given, such as it's a set of all x such that x is, once again let us take the same example, color in rainbow. If this set is given, then from this set or for this set A, we can write the number of elements of set A is equal to n of A. This n of A represents that the number of elements in set A. It is also represented by this symbol, that is the cardinality of set. Means we will write the symbol for set A between these two vertical lines. Okay, line segments. So this is the number of elements in set A. This is not determinant. Determinant is different. Here this cardinality is different, because in determinant this is number. In case of determinant there will be number, but this is a set, not a number. So this is cardinality of set. Instead of this, if suppose this A is number of elements or number, then this will represent determinant. Okay. In third case or in other topics also we use this modulus. So this is determinant, this is modulus, and this is cardinality. Okay, so these are three different meanings of same symbol. In case of set theory, this is cardinality. In case of determinant, it's a number. And in case of modulus, this is the modulus of x. It will be always positive. Okay, let us see one example. So if this is A, set A of all elements x such that x is color in rainbow, then we know that there are 7 colors in rainbow. Therefore this number of elements in set A is equal to 7. It is same as cardinality of A. Okay, this is the cardinal number of a set. Let us see some properties of this cardinality. Properties means the formula or relation between the cardinality of number of sets. Properties. First one, we have learned some properties in previous lectures. Using that, we can write the number of elements in A union B. It is equal to n of A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in their intersection. Okay, this is also known as the addition formula. This is known as addition formula. Remember this. So number of elements in union equal to number of elements in A plus B minus n of intersection. Second, if these two sets A and B are disjoint, then number of elements in A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B if A intersection B equal to phi. Phi means there is no common element between A and B. Therefore, their intersection, number of elements in intersection will be 0. So formula remains only this. Third one, number of elements in union is equal to n of A difference B. Let us see the figure first. If suppose this is set A, this is set B, and these are the number of elements in the intersection. This is intersection. This portion will be obviously A difference B. This portion is B difference A, and this will be A intersection B. Okay. So this total union A union B is nothing but this portion plus this intersection plus B difference A. So number of elements in A union B is equal to number of elements in A difference B plus number of elements in A intersection B plus number of elements in B difference A. Okay. In other symbols, we can write this as number of elements in A intersection B complement. These two are same. Plus n of A intersection B plus number of elements in B intersection A complement. Okay, that will be third formula. Then fourth, if there are three sets, then number of elements in A union B union C is equal to. If there are three elements, then let us extend this formula. Here two elements are there, so we get Na plus Nb. So in this formula we get Na plus Nb plus Nc. Okay, similar. Here two elements are there, the two sets are there, so we have here number of elements in their intersection of two sets. Now here we have three sets, so take the intersection pairwise and subtract. Minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus n of A intersection C. Okay, and we are taking this, in this case we are taking this part, so add it once here. So plus number of elements in A intersection B intersection C, that is important. Okay, addition of intersection. Here is subtraction of intersection pairwise, but the addition of intersection of all the three sets. Let us see the next important formula for set A only. That is number of elements in set A. N of A is equal to number of elements in set A, only A, that is equal to number of elements in A difference B and A intersection B. So the addition of these two sets or union of these two sets gives us set A. So number of elements in A is equal to number of elements in A difference B means A intersection B complement plus number of elements in A intersection B. And similar result, number of elements in set B is equal to number of elements in B means intersection plus this difference set. So B intersection A complement. This B difference A means B intersection A complement plus n of elements in A intersection B. That will be formula number 6. Formula number 7 is about symmetric number of elements in symmetric difference of two sets, that is A symmetric difference B. Asymmetric difference B means number of elements in this and this only, means the elements in only A or only B. So these elements is nothing but the formula is nothing but n of A plus n of B minus twice number of elements in A intersection B. It is similar to this one. The number of elements in union is equal to Na plus Nb minus this, and the number of elements in A with symmetric difference B is equal to the similar first two terms, but in last term there is double. Okay, so that will be the 7th formula. Also one different formula here, okay, that is the if number of elements in set A is equal to n, then number of elements in power set of A is equal to 2 raised to n. Remember this as different formula. This is the number of elements in power set of set A, that is the 2 raised to n. If suppose there are 4 elements in A, if number of elements in A is equal to 4, then number of elements in power set of A is equal to 2 raised to 4. That will be 16. Okay. If there are number of elements in set B equal to 10, which implies number of elements in power set of B is equal to 2 raised to 10, that is equal to 1024. Okay. So in this way we can find the number of elements in power set of any sets. That depends on the number of elements in that set. Okay, is it clear? Now let us solve some examples related to these properties, or we can say formulae. See this example number 1. If A is a set containing elements 1, 2, 3, 4, B contains 3, 4, 5, 6 and C contains 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the universal set corresponding to these three sets U is set containing elements 1 to 10, these natural numbers. Then verify, let us verify any two results out of this. Let us see this second one, then verify result of property number 2. Since A union B is a set containing the elements from either A or B, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. After that 3, 4 are common, so remaining 5, 6. Similarly, A intersection B means a set which contains the common elements from these two. Those elements are 3, 4 and 3, 4. So it contains only two elements, 3 and 4. So let us see the RHS of this. So number of elements in A union B, that is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and also the number of elements in A and number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. N of A is 4, N of B is also 4, minus number of elements in intersection is 2. So this will be 4 plus 4, that is 8, minus 2, that is equal to 6. Therefore, number of elements in A intersection B, A union B is equal to NA plus NB minus N of A intersection B. Okay. In this way we can verify result 1. Let us now verify this result number 6. For that, to verify result 6, we require A intersection B and the number of elements in intersection. And we require number of elements in B intersection A complement. Let us see that result B intersection A complement. B intersection A complement. Let us write first the set. This set is nothing but elements from B which are not in A. 3, 4 is in A, so we don't take these elements here. Only 4, 5 are the elements from only set B. So this B intersection A complement is a set containing elements 5 and 6. Therefore, the number of elements in B intersection A complement is equal to 2. A intersection B is same 3, 4. So number of elements in that set is 2. Now let us check this 6th result. N of B is equal to, now N of B is equal to number of elements in set B is equal to 4. Then number of elements in B intersection A complement plus number of elements in A intersection B, it is equal to plus 2, that is equal to 4. So from equation 1 and second, we can say that NB, number of elements in B, is equal to number of elements in B intersection A complement plus number of elements in B intersection A or A intersection B. Same. So this result or property 6 is verified here. Okay. In this way, we can verify the remaining properties also is for these sets A, B, C, and U. Okay. Let us see the another type of example. See the second one. In this example, if A and B are subsets of the universal set X and number of elements in universal set X is equal to 50. Number of elements in set A is equal to 35. Number of elements in B is 20. Number of elements in set A intersection B, A complement intersection B complement equal to 5. Then find this number of elements in these sets. Okay. Here, first one is number of elements in A union B. You know the formula. For that we require number of elements in intersection, but it is also asked, it is not given directly here. So if you see this last value, since N of A intersection A complement intersection B complement, it is equal to 5. By using De Morgan's law, we can write this as number of elements in A union B complement. This A complement intersection B complement is nothing but the A union B complement. So number of elements in this is equal to same 5. As the number of elements in complement is equal to 5, so number of elements in A union B, therefore number of elements in A union B is nothing but the number of elements in X minus number of elements in A intersection B. Sorry, A union B complement. Okay, so it's very simple to find here. N of X is 50 and number of elements in A union B complement is equal to 5. So number of elements in union is equal to 45, and that is the answer of our this second sub question. So N of A union B is equal to 45. In this way, from this given value, we can find this number of elements in. Sorry, this is our first sub question. N of A union B equal to 45. Let us using this now find, we can find intersection. As we know the formula for that. Now second part, since number of elements in intersection is equal to NA plus NB minus number of elements in union, we can rewrite this formula taking this term to the left and taking this to the right. Taking intersection to the left, it becomes positive and this becomes negative. So we get the singular formula. Therefore, here we get N of A is equal to given 35. Number of elements in B is given 20. And the number of elements in union that we have found from first example, it will be 45. So it is 35 plus 20, that is 55, minus 45, so it is equal to 10. So number of elements in intersection is equal to 10. That will be our second answer. Now see this third one. For that we have formula. Very simple formula for this. Observe this. In this formula, B intersection A complement. So we can write here as n of B. Whenever complement is given, one complement, you will find the number of elements in the second set. That is, n of B is equal to n of B intersection A plus n of B intersection A complement. Remember this formula as this event B occur with A or without A. Okay, in this way you can remember this. So here we get number of elements in A complement intersection B. This is equal to NB minus n of B intersection A or A intersection B. NB is given 20 and intersection has elements 10. So we get the similar answer, that number of elements in A complement intersection B is equal to again 10. Okay, now it's time to solve the fourth one. Fourth one is similar to this third one. Instead of B, we will take A because here complement of B is given. So we will write n of A, take intersection of this A with B and intersection of A with B complement. Okay, that's the formula. So here intersection of A intersection B complement is equal to NA minus the intersection NA is 35, number of elements in A is 35, and 35 minus 10, that is equal to 25. So number of elements in A intersection B complement, that fourth one, is equal to 45. Okay, that is example number 4. These are very easy to find number of elements in these required sets. Okay, let us see next one. Now this, see example number 3. In a class of 200 students who appeared certain examinations, total number of students are given 200. Let this example is looking lengthy, but it's very simple. If you able to convert this given part in the form or symbols of set theory, then you can easily solve this. The number of students is 200. Let X denotes, X is a set of students who appeared examinations. Okay, then let's see with the set 35 students failed in CET, so we will denote C by the number of students. C is the set of students who appeared for CET. Okay, then J for the number of students who appear for JEE, and suppose N for the set of students who appear for NEET. Initially, we have to clarify the symbols of sets or letters for the sets given in this particular example. So from this information, we can write a class of 200 students. So number of students in X. Therefore, n of X is given 200. Then 35 students failed in CET. Here appeared, sorry, C is the set of students who failed or pass. We will write here failed because the information is about failed students. So the C set of students who failed in CET, and J is the number of students who failed in JEE, N is the number of students who failed in NEET. So from that we can write N of C is equal to given 35, then N of J for JEE it is given 40, and N of N, capital N, it is also 40. Means number of students failing in CET is less than the number of students failing JEE and NEET also. It concludes that CET is somehow easy than JEE and NEET. That's the part of interest. Let us see next information. Now again 20 fail in CET and JEE, means number of students fail in CET and JEE, that is given 20. Then number of students fail in NEET and JEE, that is 17. NEET and JEE, that is 17. Number of students fail in CET and JEE, that is 15. CET and JEE, that is 15. And last one, 5 failed in all the 3 examinations. It means number of students in set C intersection N intersection J, that is 5. So this example is about 3 sets. So let us use the formula to find first one. Did not fail in any examination, means here if you try to draw the figure for this, then this is the set C, N and J, and X is the set of all 200 students. Now some students fail in C. Here in first question, the number of students who did not fail in any examination that is asked. So these are the students who are not fail in any examination. Means they are passing either 1, 2 or all examinations. That is nothing but the number of students, total number of students minus the number of students of this union of these 3 sets. So we will use formula here in first part. Therefore, number of students who did not fail in any exam is equal to the number of students who appeared for exam minus the number of students failed in either N, means C, N or J. So it is equal to N of X, that is given 200. Alright, once again N of X, and the formula for C union N union G, all the required number of elements are given here. So write that formula, that is N of C plus N of N plus N of J minus N of C intersection N minus N of N intersection J minus N of C intersection J plus N of C intersection N intersection J. Okay. So this is the formula. So this will equal to 200 minus total number of students are 200 minus this is 35, 40, 40. The sum of these three will be 80 plus 35, that is 115. Okay. Then the subtract all these numbers. Those are 20, 17 and 15. This is 32 plus 20, that is minus 52. Okay, addition of these three, 20, 15 plus 70, you have to separate that, that will be 52, and plus n this intersection elements, that is 5. So 200 minus 150 minus 52 plus 5, this will be, that will be 132. So the number of students who did not fill in any exam is equal to 132. Second one, fill in NEET or JEE examinations, that is asked now in second example. Let us see the second one. Number of students filled in NEET or JEE exam. So for second, we have to find the number of students who failed in NEET or JEE, means number of elements in N union J. So number of elements in N union J is equal to number of elements in N plus number of elements in J minus number of elements in N intersection J. This is by first addition formula. N of N is given 40, N of J is given 40, and the number of elements in N intersection G is 17. So it will be 80 minus 17, that will be 63. So this is the number of elements filled in, number of students filled in JEE or NEET. That's second part of this exam. Okay. So let us move towards the next fourth one. Now see this example number 4. From amongst 2000 literate individuals of a town, 70% read Marathi newspapers, 50% read English, and 32.5 read both Marathi and English newspapers. Find the number of individuals who read at least one of the newspapers, neither Marathi nor English newspaper, and third one is only one of the newspaper. For this, let us first take the symbols for sets which are required in this example. First one is X is the set of all literate individuals of a town. Then M is set of individuals who read Marathi newspaper. And E is a set of individuals who read English newspaper. Okay. Therefore, from given information, we can write N of X, that is equal to total 2000 literate individuals are there. Then 70% read Marathi newspapers, means number of elements in set N is equal to 70%, means 7 by 100 into 2000. That is equal to, here 2 zeros get cancelled, and it will be 1400. Second, number of elements in set E is equal to 50% read English, so it will be 50 upon 100 into 2000, and 50% of 2000 is nothing but 1000. And one more information is given, that 32.5% is both Marathi and English. So number of elements in M intersection E is equal to 32.5 upon 100 into 2000. So it will be 32.5 is nothing but 650 persons. Okay, so this is 650 persons. Now from this information, the question is asked to find at least one of the newspapers. So here, first one, number of individuals who read at least one of the newspapers. Is equal to number of elements in M union E. It is M union E, and it is equal to number of elements in M plus number of elements in E minus number of elements in M intersection E. Okay, by first addition formula. So n of M is equal to 1400, n of E is equal to 1000, and this will be 650. So it is equal to 1400, 1000 minus 650 is 350, and so it is equal to 1750. That is the number of individuals who read at least one of the two newspapers. Okay, that will be first one. Then let us see second one. In second, neither Marathi nor English newspapers is asked. So therefore, from that we can write it as number of elements in M complement intersection E complement. Means these are the people who neither read Marathi nor English. M dash intersection E dash, that is for neither one. So it is equal to number of elements in M union E complement. Because by De Morgan's law, complement of union is the intersection of their complements. So it is equal to n of x minus n of M in union E, and it is equal to, now n of x is the total number of literate people, individuals, that is 2000, minus in union, in first part we have calculated, is equal to 1750. So answer will be 250. So these are the people who read neither Marathi nor English newspapers. That is 250. Let us see the third one. Only one of the newspapers. Only one of the newspapers means these papers read only either Marathi, not either Marathi only or English only. So that is nothing but the number of elements in M only. Individuals who read Marathi but not English means this. These are the people or individuals who read Marathi but not English, and these are the individuals who read English but not Marathi. It means only one of the newspaper. Okay, is it clear? That is equal. Means it is important to convert the question in symbolic form. That is important in such type of examples. This now M intersection E complement is nothing but the number of elements in M which are not in E, and number of elements in E which are not in M. Means these is the sum of two difference of two sets. Let us see figure once again. This is set of M, E. This is the set which contains the elements from M only. This shaded region represents the individuals who read Marathi but not English, and this set contains the individuals who read English but not Marathi. So which people remain now? This, and this is nothing but the people who read both Marathi and English. So from union, if we subtract this intersection, then we will get the same answer. So you can write this formula as n of n union E minus n of n intersection E also. This is the second way to find this. So union contains elements, at least one of them is union contains 1750 and intersection is given 650. So answer will be 1100. Okay, so that will be the number of individuals who read only one of the newspaper. Okay, understood? See next example number 5. Now see example number 5. In a hostel, 25 students take tea, 20 students take coffee, 15 students take milk, 10 students take both tea and coffee, 8 students take both milk and coffee, none of them take tea and milk both, and everyone takes at least one beverage. Find the total number of students in the hostel. Okay, first let us take the symbols for sets in this example. Let H be the set of students in a hostel. Okay, then T is a set of students who take tea. C is a set of students who take coffee. M is set of students who take milk. Okay, considering these symbols for sets, and from the given information, therefore from given information we can write number of students in hostel. Find the number of students in the hostel, that is asked here. But number of students in hostel is the number of students who take either tea, coffee or milk, because everyone takes at least one beverage, that is given here. That last condition says that everyone takes at least one beverage means any student will be from this set of students who take tea or coffee or N. So N of H is equal to N of T union C union N. The question is here and it is asked here. So number of elements in set T, that is the total number of students who take T, that is 25. Number of elements from C who take coffee is 20, and number of elements in N who take milk is 15. Okay, these three numbers are given: 25, 20 and 15. Now the number of elements from T intersection C, that is tea and coffee. Tea and coffee, that is 10. Then number of elements from T, C and N, that is coffee and milk. Coffee and milk, 8 students are there. And the number of students who take tea and milk, none of them take tea and milk, so it is equal to given 0. So this is the given information, and the question is to find the total number of students in the hostel, that is N of H is equal to this, that is to find. Okay, therefore now we have to find the union of three sets. We have the formula to find the union of three sets. Let us use that. That is the number of elements in T union C union N is equal to number of elements in T plus number of elements in C plus number of elements in N minus number of elements in T intersection C, that is given, number of elements in C intersection M, it is also given, and the number of elements in T intersection M, it is given. And last, add the number of elements in T intersection C intersection M, so that we get this is equal to number of elements in P is 25 plus number of elements in C is 20 plus number of elements in M is 15 minus number of elements in intersection T and C, that is 10, C intersection M, it is 8, minus T intersection M is 0, and add. There is no any student who take tea and coffee and milk, because condition is given that none of them take tea and milk both. As no one take tea and milk both, obviously there is no one who take tea, milk and coffee. So here number of elements in T intersection M, C intersection M, it is also equal to 0. So we get it is equal to 25 plus 15, that is 40, 20, 60, 50 minus 8, that is 42. So 42 is the number of students. So the number of students in the hostel is 42. Okay, that is the answer. Let us see the last one, example number 6. Now see this example number 6. There are 260 persons with a skin disorder. If 150 had been exposed to the chemical A, 74 to the chemical B, and 36 to both chemicals A and B. That is given information. And from that find the number of persons who exposed to chemical A but not chemical B. This can be considered if sets A and B, then this is nothing but A but not B. Second, chemical B but not A means set of B intersection A complement. And chemical A or chemical B means it is obviously A union B. Okay, so before writing this, first write let there are 260% with a skin disorder. So we will take here S is a set of people or person with a skin disorder. Then A is a set of people, person exposed to chemical A, and B is a set of people or person who exposed to chemical B. Therefore, from this we can write, therefore, from given information we can write N of S, that is universal set here, is equal to 260. Then N of A is equal to number of person who exposed to chemical A, that is 150, and N of B is equal to 74. Let us write below this. N of B is equal to 74, and the last number of person who had been exposed to both chemicals A and B, that is equal to 36. So N of A intersection B is given equal to 36. That is the given information. Now you have to find the number of person who exposed to chemical A but not chemical B. In first part, you have to find the number of elements in A intersection B complement. And N of A intersection B complement is nothing but N of here complement of B is given. So write this A and minus number of elements in A intersection B. Okay, it's very easy to remember. Now it is equal to N of A is 150 minus N of A intersection B is 36 So 150 minus 36, that is equal to 100. 14 people who had been exposed to chemical A but not chemical B. Similarly, second result is about the person who exposed to chemical B but not chemical A, means N of B but not A, that is B intersection A complement, and it is equal to N of B minus the intersection of B and A, that is same, A intersection B. So NB is equal to given 74 and the intersection contains elements 36. So it is equal to 38. So this is the answer of second sub question, that is 38. Now in question number 3, you have to find the number of persons who are exposed to chemical A or chemical B. Now chemical A or chemical B means number of elements in A union B. It is equal to number of elements in A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. So it is equal to N of A is 150 plus N of B is 74 minus N of A intersection B is 36. So it is equal to 74 minus 36 is 38. So 150 plus 38. So it is equal to 188. That will be the answer of last sub question, that is the number of persons who exposed to chemical A or chemical B, that is equal to 188. I think all these examples are simple because you have solved such examples in your earlier classes also. So let us solve once again all these examples which are given in exercise first 5.1, and in next lecture now we will learn about the intervals, that will be the representation of sets and some examples related to that. It is very important in learning further concepts because it will be useful in continuity, limit, continuity, derivative, means it is important in calculus part. Okay, till then, bye.